mic. I am Jimmy Peoples. Introduce
Kristy, Vera,
yourself.
Peter Wong.
Hi. And we're back. See that, Peter? There it is.
Thanks for having
hi.
us.
It's another day in the neighborhood, man.
Yeah.
You smell like coffee. You have coffee breath.
Ew.
Yeah. I hate that smell. I hate that smell so much. I hate my clients come to the gym. They bring their little cups. I'm like, throw that out. Throw that.
Well, drinking coffee at the gym is weird.
It's weird. And you're walking around. You're going from machine to machine, and
There's
I'm like,
milk curds forming in their throats.
yeah, I hate the smell.
Is that how you're gonna talk to us?
I'm not talking. We're not doing this for each other, are we?
No, you're doing it for the people.
For
I'm
Michael
pretty good.
Verdi, I think. Probably.
I'm doing pretty good. Everything's.
I feel like we all have Tourette's. I'm pretty good. I'm doing.
You mean autism?
Autism is that the same thing?
It's not the same thing.
Is it?
Tourette's is where you say like a curse word, or you do it have a tick. Like I saw this old Chinese lady when I was a kid. She would go on the bus and she would bark like a dog. And me and my buddy had to cover our faces because we didn't want to laugh in public.
That could be dissociative identity.
You ever see somebody's ailment that's like that, and then you be like, man, that's a funny one, but it's wrong to laugh.
Yeah, I just told you an example.
I hate when that happens. Like you don't expect you did, but when you turn around the corner, and nobody prepared you for that. Like somebody on the bus was like, "Hey, there's a lady barking in the back. Just hold your." It should be like a warning. Like she have a T-shirt that'd be like, "I bark uncontrollably."
I bark, but I don't bite.
I bark.
Yeah,
It's true. I mean, it's fucked up.
Yeah, there was this guy that came in. I was also on the bus again. It's a lot on the bus.
It always
MTA.
happens on the bus.
There was a guy who had welts all over his face, and they
man.
were like big fleshy pus things hanging.
Don't.
And my brother he was 5 years old at the time, and he turned and stared right at his face, and I had to be like, "Do not look."
You guys said because kids don't know. Kids don't know. Kids can't.
Because they're honest.
Yeah, they're honest as shit.
Yeah, well, that's a moment you got to teach them.
It's always the
Hey, a lot of people.
because I was lucky. I hate bringing it. The guy you ever see? I don't want to say gimpy leg. The broken leg, the twisted leg, and they have that bad limp.
What are you talking about?
It's the people when they're handicapped.
Yeah.
The stinky leg?
It's like the stinky leg, but it's really twisted, and then they limp. But it's when you have your music on, they limp to a beat. But it's like, you know, it's fucked up, but it's still.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
It's just,
Sometimes I think I see like black people that they have like the swag, the walk, and it goes with the beat. It
goes to the beat.
But once they age to like 60, it becomes a real limp because they've been walking imbalanced for their whole lives.
Kristy,
Why do you always stare at the camera?
like this
she
is
likes being on camera. She likes being
bizarre.
let
I'm
Kristy
looking
do
at
what
your
Kristy
face,
does.
Peter.
You like that?
I'm talking to you in your face.
she has autism for sure.
She is autistic.
There's like
She's absolutely.
some mild form.
She's absolutely. That's why I keep letting her back. She's the shit.
What? Because
Everyone
you
who
have
comes
to?
back-
Yes.
Yeah, everyone
I mean, all you gotta do is show up. You can be here every day. I don't give a shit. I'm not turning people away. I'm not booking anybody. I don't.
They forget their ID.
Unless you forget your ID. I almost turned my back on you. I was almost like, there's nothing I could do for you.
Yeah.
And she had this sad.
Now she turns.
I was like, well, you fucked up.
Well, I've noticed that y'all are never gonna do what I'm
I
doing,
have
so
no
I was
power.
like, it's getting a little
We
weird.
do
I
both.
guess.
Oh, now you felt it?
Yeah.
It's literally the first rule of acting. Don't stare at the camera.
Yeah, don't stare at the camera. But
It's not the first rule of podcasts.
It's not the first rule of the people. Tell them.
How many followers do you get off staring at the camera like that?
Vlogging me, like
She
you
gets
have
what
to,
she-
you should look straight into the camera.
You have almost 100 subscribers, right?
Yeah.
I have almost 10.
Almost 10.
Almost 10.
10 whole
1,000.
subscribers.
10 whole ones. Steve.
Damn, that's a lot.
Did you say 10,000?
10,000.
Yeah.
No, 10.
10.
Yeah.
A whole 10.
That's
a whole
lot.
double digit.
And how long did you stand up for?
That's good.
Your mom's butt.
Here's the
Wow, you've
thing.
been doing it over 6
He's
months.
being.
She's pretty. Her butt's pretty long.
He's being a dick, right? But I know the process. I know this part of the process. So with that, I like saying, just do your fucking thing. Don't worry about the numbers. Fuck that guy.
I'm
Because,
not worried about the numbers.
I'm trying to be a big brother here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just big brother in this
and
situation.
I'm accepting your like.
Yes.
I like
And just
what
keep
you
rocking
say.
because you're gonna
Well,
be shit.
why did you forget your ID? What happened?
Dude, I bought a backpack. It has sharks all over it from Whole Foods. It's fair trade. And look, I forgot to put my ID in it, even though I thought about it multiple
Bought a backpack
times.
from Whole Foods? Mm-hmm. Was it on sale?
No, it was $27.
Goofy as shit.
That's less than I expected.
You goofy as shit.
But I didn't like.
Why
I
don't you
really
go to-
wanted
why
a
don't you
unique
just-
backpack.
why-
It was very
you
hard
go-
to find a
You go to
unique
Kohl's
backpack.
or Marshalls. Marshalls has some decent shit. And
I'm
you can
never
take it
shopping
back.
at Kohl's
Why?
because I hate Kohl's.
Kohl's has a no question asked policy. You can use that backpack for a year, take it back, and get a new one.
But you need the receipt.
That's,
You
yeah.
gotta keep the receipts. Oh, unless you use a card. Pay cash.
Do you have
pay
a
cash.
your
Because
email?
if you use cash, no, I never give them an email. But you pay cash, then they won't give you store credit. If you pay card, they'll give you store credit.
So you use card.
Huh? So I use cash.
What?
If you use cash, they'll give you cash back, and then you can take and go get something better.
Yeah.
But if you use card, you got to do store credit.
Oh.
They give you that bullshit.
What's wrong with Kohl's?
Yeah.
Kohl's was next to my high school growing up, and so I went there a lot, and their stuff breaks. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's fairly cheap, but it's you know, you can take it back and get better shit.
the Kohl's parking lot
They have
is
a
where
bunch of
everyone
bullshit,
fought.
but then they have like one expensive thing of that product.
Yeah.
That's
It's where all the celebrities
Is that really
do
true?
their little lines.
They have a bunch of bullshit Nike shoes and all the other
And then they
shoes
have
that
the
are like
one-
made by like
the
the
Yeezys.
low-tiered baby hands, and then they have like the real. They have like one shoe that's like $110.
And you go for
One
that
cool
one?
shoe. No, I work my way up, get that shoe, and then take it back, and then start from the bottom again, where they switch the rotation to bring the new season in.
You know so much more about Kohl's than anyone in the world knows.
It's insane. Oh man, what were you gonna say?
I said it must be near your house. Like that kind of organization,
It's on
I
the
don't
way.
like to do that.
It's on the way. I like
Yeah.
keeping random bullshit in my head. I have
Yeah. Well, you've been living here and stuff, so I guess you're able
I
to.
like an order.
Do you have any type of organization like that? Long-term strategies like that you've been doing?
Not on the top of my head, but I'm a decently organized person.
I can
I like
tell
when
you
it comes to comedy, when it comes to my
Eating
my
apples, I
videos
think.
and stuff.
Eating apples.
You eat an apple a
Yeah.
day?
Do you really
I have a
eat apple?
dietary
I think about that
organized.
a lot.
I've organized myself diet wise. Every day, if it's a work day, I will have an apple and I will have a salad for lunch, and then at night, I get to, because I was so good in the day, I get to kind of have like maybe an
Splurge.
800 calorie meal for dinner.
You count your calories?
Sort of, because that's how I lost my weight at first, was counting it strictly.
Yeah.
And then now I go, I know the deal, so I'll count it like in a roundabout way, so I can maintain and
Cool.
look beautiful.
You are beautiful.
about it multiple Do you use
What am I to do?
Was it on sale?
Turn it
My
on.
Fitness Pal?
That is what I used for a bit. Yeah, back then there was something called like My Net Diary or something.
What's
but
up,
they do
Chris?
the same shit.
What is my Fitness Pal? What is that? I got a bunch of fitness
Calorie
apps
counter.
on my phone.
Calorie counter.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you ever tell your clients that like when it comes down to losing weight, it's just your calories just shouldn't calories in less than calories out. Bang. You're losing weight.
I make them a journal for at the beginning, and then we slowly tweak things. Like I just say, eat the way you want to eat, all right, and then we go back to it, and then we slowly, because if you
So you have something to work with, right?
Yeah,
so you're like,
something to
oh,
work
this
with.
is how you're eating.
Just
and this
do
is
it.
not
Just
good.
take a regular journal. Be as honest as possible. Eat the things that make you happy, and then we'll train you to eat
Right.
better.
I bet the moment they start writing it down, though, they
and they see
already
it.
are.
Absolutely,
They're
because you
already.
need to see how what's causing this problem.
Right.
What's
When you write down the fourth Snickers bar in the day, and you're like, oh, fuck.
and be honest with it, and then we'll switch this for that. Let's try this.
That's one of the coolest. That's one of the great things about Calorie Counter is you're accountable for what it.
Yeah.
You eat it, it goes in there, so you have to see what a fat fuck you are.
You are. And save some of the shit to do. You can eat the things you want to eat, but you got to work for them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to make this a health podcast.
No, but you're
Dude,
right.
that's my
Yeah.
one abuse, like to myself.
What?
I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs.
Everybody has a thing. Everybody
I
has
don't
a thing.
masturbate, I don't text boys.
Should not be your
Though
thing.
my
Yeah,
one
that's
thing
a-
when I
yeah,
feel
we're disagreeing
bad,
now.
my one thing that's like awry is food. Like that's my one thing. Is
That's
like
everybody's
fucking
though.
cookies. Like that's the only.
Mine's French fries. I love French fries. You know? I wish there were more places that had like baked French fries or
Baked?
You can easily. Do you have a stove?
huh?
Do you have a
when
stove?
I'm out and about though. When I'm out.
You can put them in a Ziploc bag. Like I'm so awry that I would have a Ziploc bag full of French fries if I could.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
No.
Like there's
No,
not,
and for me, every deli that I pass, it's a fight to not buy every single thing in there and like just eat it.
I wish Boston Market had bigger portions.
You've been to Boston Market before?
Yeah, I used to live off Boston Market.
Boston Market.
They have
I've never
it's pretty
been
good.
in
It's
there.
like baked chicken. They have the vegetables. They I don't like they have the
Chinese people love Boston Market, by
Really?
the way. Just a heads up.
I love going for Christmas. It's packed at Christmas.
Oh no! Why would you go on Christmas? It is like the
Once in
line
a
for
blue,
Harry Potter.
you gotta go early. You gotta go early.
It is ridiculous.
I'm like, God damn, the gym in Boston Market is packed with Asians on holidays.
The gym.
The gym, because they don't sell, you know they're
Oh, 'cause
in
we're
the
working.
gym. Yeah,
Right?
they're in the gym on all of our bullshit holidays. Asians in the
Yeah.
gym.
By the way, at the gym, when I see the Asians, I'm by far the skinniest
Are you?
Asian at the gym. Yeah. All the other ones, like, they're taking it real, like, whatever. And
Because
I'm
they've been there
I'm
all
just
year.
for like mental health for the most part. I've been going for years, man. This is years. This is years.
What do you even
of
do
work.
there? The elliptical?
You know,
I do like I
You
used to
even
do
lift,
I
bro?
used to do squats and like deadlifting,
Uh-huh.
and then my back got like fucked up from that. So now I'll do like the leg press and like
Did you do them wrong? How'd you do that?
probably did them wrong.
my form was never perfect, but that's what I hate is that you could be just a little off and fuck up everything.
You
Yeah.
like you're lifting like 900 pounds or whatever. Like it's a lot. Of
He's
weight.
not lifting
I wasn't
900
lifting
pounds. He's 9 pounds, maybe. The little 9-pound plate we
Did
just.
you fuck up your back with just like 10 pounds of deadlifting?
It depends on a person.
Anyone could, yeah.
You can fuck up your back by not lifting any weights. Like if you just stand up wrong, you know.
Yeah. So that's a nightmare with like deadlifting is there's so much pressure to get it right. But,
Yeah.
You
other
should make
than
a
that,
video
I
of
do-
yourself deadlifting.
It's making a foundation
And I
for
do-
someone there. You look like a rock star coming through that door.
Really?
Hey, like a right, didn't he?
I have presence.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, the black shirt. You look like, yeah, where's my guitar? Like somebody too. Like you have a tuner for your guitar. That's Doug Brady.
Yeah.
I
You do
would
have
watch a
swag.
video of Peter Wong deadlifting.
Yeah. There's
Green
nothing
beans.
special about how I.
No, I think it is. The reach would be cute, I feel like.
What reach?
What are you doing?
No,
That's a
you
different
You do
exercise.
that. This is
That's
That's a
deadlifting.
not
snatch.
deadlifting.
That's a power snatch.
Yeah. If you're deadlifting,
That's how we
Yeah.
do it in our class.
Do you hit the
Yeah.
hit the gym ever?
Do you hit the
Bitch,
gym?
are you crazy?
Yeah.
Teacher
Your
different
posture here, change
in
your
the
posture.
in
Look
the
at that.
women's
Look at
fitness
this.
class.
See how I love doing that because
Feel this.
it's posture. You got guns. I can see
You don't
it.
even want to feel it. It's clean,
No.
dude.
It is clean.
This is like
I trust-
lotion,
I
like
trust you.
3 types of
I
lotion.
did something to mine. Like,
You just trust me?
Whoa, that looks like a tumor.
yeah, that's what you call a.
Holy
You know.
shit.
I just saw a picture today of a titty with like that after a mastectomy. It was like a big one. That's how it looks. It's like
Like that?
it looks like
Like-
a bulge, like a knee. Looks like
it's
that.
a little pea shooter.
That looks like a kneecap.
It does look like a kneecap. It's not bad, Jimmy. That's really good.
Like that?
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I work
Yeah,
on.
it's almost like it's your full-time job.
I do a push up once or twice.
Peter, you know it's
your-
undiplomatic to like not take offers like that. Because
un-
now I've been shamed. Like you didn't save my
Undiplomatic?
face. Yeah. Like I said, will you feel this? And you said no.
Bring-
and now
bring
my
the
face
bicep.
hasn't been saved. Like,
So we can get this.
Yeah, make a muscle. You
That's
know,
not-
you know how to flex your muscle.
it's undiplomatic. It's
Yeah.
like if I said, "Here's my spaghetti that I made," and you're like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking try it."
Good. Flex.
Well, this
Flex.
is just
Flex.
the same-
Flex it. Flex it.
No.
Flex it.
That's
Flex
a
it.
left,
Flex
though.
it.
It's not fair. Give it
Flex
the
it.
And my
That's
left
right.
one doesn't work as
No,
well.
it doesn't work as well.
It never. This
I
is
don't
as
know
far
if
as it's
that-
ever
That's
been.
all we're gonna do.
Do you have a burn mark there?
Yes, I do.
Somebody branded you.
No, this
Well,
is-
that's
I
for
got
the
this-
fraternity.
I got this at birth. This is a birthmark.
Shut the hell up.
Sick, is that Sigma?
yeah, Sigma.
Yes, Sigma.
you got the Sigma.
I was son of Sigma.
I have a crazy tan, like a
What the fuck is that?
that's my belly. But there's like a crazy farmer's tan that happens too.
Yes, that's what I was working out today. I was like, fuck, I gotta take my shirt off. Oh,
I
fuck.
appreciate you touching my muscle, by
Cool.
the way.
Me or him?
Can we not talk about you?
You
for
already
like 5
did before-
seconds?
Huh? What?
You shamed me for. You shamed me for a second.
I just want to fix your
Jesus
posture.
Christ.
Your posture is, man. What else is going
I was
on?
talking about you, your
me?
behavior, like your actions. You know,
What do you do?
whether or not
Because
you're
I
being
didn't touch
diplomatic.
her
Yeah.
muscle. Anyways, now
Do it.
back to me.
Let's
My
do it.
workout
Yes.
after I took out the deadlift and the squats. It's then like a leg press, full body. You know,
Do the machines
I
or,
hate the leg
free
press too.
weights?
huh?
Machines or free weights?
Free weights, maybe like 1 or 2 machines.
What do you do for your core?
There's this thing where you grab the thing. What's it called? The preachers.
I hate doing those.
Preacher crunches.
Yeah.
I don't think I do
I
them too
hate
well.
You
that
gotta do them on the
thing.
ground, yeah, because
Yeah.
the seat is never.
It's always so
Yeah,
confusing.
you gotta
Like,
adjust the seat. Nobody, you don't
So
adjust
that's why I
the seat
prefer
correctly.
the thing where you hold and you lift your legs up. Right?
I like it.
And
Either
not-
going to the floor or doing dynamic movements where you're like a burpee, where you're pulling the knees in without jumping up.
That works your core.
That works your core. So you're moving. So now, if you're on a push-up, you bring the knees in, shoot them out to the left, shoot them out to the right. You'll get that
The obliques.
Achilles,
the
I've been doing
that
that. I've been doing
crest. You do like a half crunch where you kick.
I
the
don't
knees
think
out
I'll ever
at an
work to
angle.
the crest. Not in the near future.
And bike. If you bike hills, that's like doing a bike crunch. A real bike. That's what a bicycle is.
You have the crest?
No. Well, you can see it sometimes. Depends on the day. I gotta take a poop.
If you do, show us.
I will. I probably won't. I'm not insecure, but I body shame myself. I don't like taking my shirt off.
Body dysmorphia.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like
He thinks he's a 300-pound.
Yeah, the other way. It's the other way. Like when I see like I'll be like, I think I did too much. I think I was in the gym.
Oh, you think
too
you're
long.
too buff?
Yeah.
What?
So you're gonna like scare people?
Yeah.
I will say, when you flexed your right arm, that was a little intense.
It's intense,
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't help when we reacted that way.
Sometimes I'll be on the train.
Oh!
I'll be like that, and I'll be like, maybe I did too much. And I'm not a huge guy. It's just you know.
You're pretty big. You're very ripped though. It's not like it's not like gross muscular.
No.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't want to get gross.
Other than the
I
bicep.
just like being fit. I like being like a lion in the jungle. Like if something happens, I can react.
Yeah.
Nothing's pulled. I didn't tweak like you know what I mean?
I used to practice sprinting.
Okay.
Can I ever talk about myself, or is it always going to be a problem?
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
I used
Nobody said anything.
You said stop talking about yourself earlier when I was talking about.
All right, I
Okay.
apologize.
Thank
That
you.
was
Yo.
That
yeah,
was
do it.
uh,
No,
go ahead.
No, sure.
I
What's
used to
up, bro?
practice sprinting just in case I needed to run away from a tsunami. So I would sprint 2 miles
Man.
a day because I was like, if
What do you-
there's
you
ever a
don't live in-
tsunami,
We're
you gotta
gonna
run.
We're gonna make a
Where do you
list
live?
of things you don't say in public. All right?
You think were you living in the Philippines?
Huh?
Were you living in the
No, I had just watched a lot of tsunami
Thought this
videos,
was gonna be a-
and I was like, oh, people have to run far.
Yeah, you ever see
And-
that picture
yeah.
of the 100-foot wave that was supposed to hit New York?
No.
It was like this is what it looks like if it went through like the Twin Towers and they had this big wave. It was like
Oh,
a once in a
wow.
lifetime wave that could hit us, and it was like that was an irrational fear that I had. It's like, how do I either outrun that or swim through it? Like, and I would train for
Well, I
that.
don't think you can swim through it.
I know
no matter
you
what.
fucking die. Everybody's fucking dying. They showed like these 2 little people, and they showed like the wave
That is
towering
the
thing.
over.
like a tsunami. You think it's just water, but
Yeah.
lots of people die in them, and I
Oh, it
I
takes
literally
people
can't
out.
fathom what the is
Yeah.
it the crushing?
It's everything. It's just like everything around you is filled with water.
It's a
you know?
ginormous wall
That's
of
way-
current.
And drowning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
For
and
sure.
You get slammed against shit.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, because the water's just pushing forward. You know?
It comes from an earthquake in the ocean, right? And
Yeah.
so, but we don't,
Jeez.
it's crazy. You can hit like that. You can hit right now. We wouldn't.
Yeah, we'd all be dead. If it happens right
fucking
now,
dead.
we'd all be
Yeah,
dead.
we'd be
We
fucked.
did.
That's crazy.
Not me.
Yeah.
Because like it's
Well, you'd
in my
be dead.
naive
I'm gonna swim
brain,
out
I
this
think
shit.
it's just
Yeah,
water.
you can't.
Yeah.
I literally
There's
think
no
it's just
way-
water.
It's like
100 feet tall.
it's like earthquakes too. I can't.
You just go with it. You go with the wave. You
Well, people
run.
die from earthquakes
and
because the
then-
buildings collapse, right?
yeah.
I saw the one that happened in Japan. Like, yeah, it was crazy. The entire like place flooded.
I like hearing about the idiots that because the water goes way out to sea before the big.
And you
wave
run
comes.
in,
Cause
yeah.
it's-
People,
it's
will
quiet.
run to get
Yeah.
the fish. They'll be like, "Oh, look, there's a bunch of fish," and they're like getting the fish, and then a big
It's
wave
about to be
comes.
fucking. It's about
Jesus.
to crazy.
I went a mile out into the ocean at 3 a.m. by myself because there was just a sandbar that appeared.
A sandbar.
Okay, and I was surrounded by ocean at 3 a.m. by myself, like a mile out.
Where was this?
somewhere in Florida, and about I started walking half a mile back. I started to realize, dude, this is exactly what a tsunami looks like, and I was terrified running. Yeah.
What's up? Come on in, hang out. Damn right. I wish you came earlier. 'Cause I would have you on the podcast.
Why?
He looks like a guy. He looks like does he look like a character from Game of Thrones? Why?
Because he has a beard?
Yeah, the beard. Listen to his voice. I can hear his voice. He didn't even speak yet.
I can see it.
What's your name?
Calvin.
Yeah,
See that?
I guess his
See that?
voice too. Yeah, that's
He had to prepare you for it. It's like
Good, because he tried to put me on before and didn't put it.
Did I fuck it up?
No.
Where are you from?
Baltimore.
You're the one that I failed and I lost it, right?
Snap.
Oh,
All right.
fuck.
We'll get back to talking.
I did. Yeah, thank you. He has a great
Yes,
voice.
sir.
He has a tsunami voice, right? Like you didn't expect that, but you got hit with the way. Hi, you guys.
Hey.
These characters we got. Oh, it's gonna be a mic today.
Is this a prank?
It's like 3 different characters. You all look like characters from Lord of the Rings. No. Frodo and his mom. All right. What's happening?
Shoes.
What else is going on, Kristy? Save this
What
podcast,
about you?
please.
What's going on with you?
He's
I
still
last
looking
saw you.
at the fucking screen.
Who?
Kristy.
She is. You gotta let her go.
What is going on with you, Jimmy?
I'm watching this Jeff Epstein conspiracy,
Yeah.
and I'm watching.
Oh, that was. I knew. Like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, of course he died. Yeah.
Right. It makes sense, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It sounded like that's how the movie was supposed to go, right? If it was a movie,
So
That's
they
the
made it-
Right?
It's like
he gets assassinated,
Yeah.
and then they
And
cover
if
it up
this
with
is-
the suicide.
If this is a movie, then we're
Oh,
about
can I
to
please
discover.
talk about it for a second?
Yeah, good.
14-year-olds are not actually children. That's my whole thing this whole time is like, look, sure, you shouldn't be like flying them around and having sex with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like minors and you need to be respectful of them, but they're also not 6-year-olds. So he's not he's not like literally taking children. He's taking people that have probably had puberty. So there's a huge difference, and none of us are like saying anything.
They're
We're
still
like,
under
oh, he's
17.
diddling
Let's hear the
children.
I should not talk.
That is still super illegal, though.
It's
you were
illegal.
asleep and then woke
Did
up.
I not say? Did I not
No, you
say?
didn't say that part.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
But also, like, there's a huge difference from taking a prepubescent child, and everyone's saying they're like, oh, he's having sex with children, and it's like, really, they're minors. I mean, there's a huge difference between children and
14-year-old
post-pubescent
it's
minors.
the same shit.
I was
Same
sexually
shit.
active when I was 15, and I was
With other 15
very
year olds,
pubescent. I was fucking.
Not with adults, so. Right?
It made
Does it
sense
matter?
to look at me and think, oh, you could probably have sex with that. But it doesn't make sense to look at me when I was 8 and think that. And there's a huge difference between saying, oh, he's having sex with children when the youngest one ever was only 14.
So what's the point you're making?
These are post-pubescent, and it's just annoying because whenever you read, like, it took me so long to find out how young were they. They're like, everyone's saying, like, he was taking your infants and, like, having sex with them on an island.
Right.
And it's like,
No, he was doing
it
it
with
it was like a loophole.
post-pubescent people. And I'm sure it's wrong, but, like, there's still people who
I don't understand the
look...
loophole. Like,
It's still.
it's an
It was
island
still
where it's
illegal,
okay.
but I think
I mean, it's just
where he had sex.
international waters. Like,
Yeah, when you're he took them to a place that it wasn't illegal to have sex with 14 or 15-year-olds, right?
Well, his island.
I would
His
do
island.
this to someone like that. I would do that. I wouldn't be like, oh, pedophile. I would just do
A
that.
place where it's not a criminally justifiable place. So he's still doing something awful. He's just
Not really, dude. I was dating like 26-year-olds
Right,
when
but-
I was 15.
Well,
That
shame on
doesn't
those
seem-
26-year-olds.
Yeah,
also,
shame on them. Yeah, absolutely.
also, it was a child sex trafficking, like,
Exactly.
He's
Okay,
like
okay,
taking
but the
their own-
youngest one ever was
Yeah, but
14.
they're still taking these kids
They're taking
away.
them without
and-
their-
I
yeah,
agree.
They're taking them and they're putting them in this ring where they're forced to have sex with these people.
And are we talking about a boxing ring, or are we talking about just a process?
Why?
Because I'm thinking of like 6-year-olds in a boxing ring that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are raping. That's what I think of
That's
for
pretty much
years.
what's going down. That's not far off.
But in the end, it's really just like a 14-year-old who wanted some money.
I don't know
and
about
is
that.
like, you know, but who knows? But all I'm saying is they're not 8.
Why is this coming out now?
What?
Why now? Like
I
why
think
not?
Why
just
now
got
is one
years
person
ago,
speaking
yeah.
up for him?
People are trying to
No,
go
I'm
after Trump. That's really what I think. I think they thought that if they got Epstein and he was connected to Trump, they could bring down Trump.
But then he got caught with the Clintons,
Yeah.
and then it was killed
It
off.
kind of backfired.
That's the problem. Like, he was caught with the wrong people. It's no different than how Peter Wong associates a bunch of comics.
Yeah.
If they wanted to take down Jimmy, for example, because Peter associated with Jimmy, but then Peter's also connects to, let's say, Mark Norman, right?
A bunch of people, yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Peter, you were in there?
So,
In the sex trafficking? Yeah.
How was
It's you on the island? You on the
it?
island?
So did the people look happy or what?
What was the name of the island? Anybody know?
Lolita something? No,
That was the plane.
the plane was Lolita Express. Yeah. Damn, everyone wants the name of the island. None of us can get
Nobody
it.
knows.
Dude, it was really called Lolita? Well, alright.
It's probably just something.
There's
I feel like it's
Roosevelt
the,
Island, they call
I
it.
feel like it's the new elephant to make it a new distraction because what were they talking about before Epstein?
the stock market crash, the trade tension with China, that's really bad.
And what happened to the Mueller?
Maybe
The shootings?
war in
We're not talking about the
Sudan or
shooting?
something like
Right.
that.
You know, the shootings happened, so we don't want to talk about Jim. But then,
But
that's
weren't we talking about?
All right, so like I was thinking,
So
about
the-
one, so like,
Good.
so they were talking about Jimmy Epstein, and then the shootings
Jimmy?
happened, and all the
Jimmy.
conspiracy theorists were like, "Oh, look, they're not talking about the shootings anymore."
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
No, they're not talking about Jimmy Epstein anymore. They're talking about the shootings.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Jimmy Epstein, like, gets suicided.
Jimmy Ep-
and,
yeah, you said Jimmy
and then all of a
Epstein.
sudden, it's all
This is
bad.
Jimmy
It's like, it's
got
like
suicided.
The Illuminati and the Clintons are fighting or something.
Well, the Wall Street Journal was talking about how they're going to be investigating his death.
Yeah, there's definitely.
There's a lot of, like, I know that people on death row do kill themselves a lot, but, like, there was
Not that
so
guy.
many loose ends. And, like,
Yeah, that one was crazy fishy.
Well, also there was a camera on him. Like they didn't have him not on video surveillance. Like every cell in that prison has a camera inside of it. So there's evidence about what happened. It's just a matter
Are
of
you
whether
sure?
they.
No, but they're saying the camera malfunctioned.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
They saying the camera malfunctioned. There was no guard. the autopsy is
Well, the guards were
pending.
overtired.
He also,
They had overtime.
he also tried it once before, so you know what it was on.
He was
watch.
on suicide
He
watch.
saw it.
So what happened? What happened to the Mueller reports? Was that over? What was the end to that?
Oh, that's well over.
What was the closure to that?
Well,
Really,
there's
you
that-
really did.
I don't really give a
there's no
shit.
direct link with President Trump, but
Bye,
a lot of his
audience.
cabinet members have-
I think the bottom line is that you can't indict a sitting president, so they're waiting until he's out of the office to really go after him.
Or he's
About that
part of
whole-
he's fine.
Yeah, or he's part of it.
They can't, like, the
I feel like he's a genius. He's a fucking
He's just he got lucky and he knows who the right people.
fuck.
If the DOJ knows they can't indict a sitting president. So because of that, if it had been anyone else, he'd be in jail or at least indicted right now.
Yo, if I hate saying this, but if Barack did 1% of the shit this guy is, you're a full Chinese. You're not adopted, right?
No.
Like these other-
Do I give off the vibe of being
You
adopted?
give adopted energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you had 2 white parents.
I was born in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah. What'd you say like that?
Hong Kong.
That's like adopted by the
Hong Kong?
UK, right? Technically.
What? Hong Kong?
No. Not
Is the
really.
Hong Kong-
Even though the British were in control of it at the time, but it's still very
Were they?
Chinesey at the time.
They're having flash mobs now, right? What's
talking
going on
about?
in Hong Kong?
Oh, flash mobs?
Yeah,
Like
they're
that's where you
having-
dance in public?
Because
no, they're having
the
protests.
Chinese invented the flash mob, right? Did they coin the flash mob?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
we?
Is that fair?
I don't know if it's English,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
But then we took the flash mob and made it like
No
America.
one did that was funny. Like,
That was really funny. From what I gather, it's there's a bunch of protests going on a lot in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
And some of them getting violent. And they yesterday, I guess, protested or I think it was like a bunch of protesters in an airport, and they shut down all the airlines. I don't know the specifics of why.
The Chinese law that basically
You don't
says
know why.
that Hong Kong is now under the jurisdiction of China,
Uh-huh.
and they're allowed to anyone that is in Hong Kong. A lot of people go from China to Hong Kong to escape the Chinese kind of rule. There's a new law in China that's being protested by the Hong Kong people that say that because it has jurisdiction and extradition rights, so now they can extradite anyone in Hong Kong guilty of Chinese violations and bring them back to China for trial.
Right.
So,
That's a big deal because a lot of people from China who fuck up go to Hong Kong.
what do you call people from Hong Kong?
Chinese.
You call them Chinese?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was about to say. Oh, so you don't call them Hong Kongs?
Well, Cantonese is a language, right?
Hongkonese.
Hong Kong. It's a racist shit. He's Hong Kongs. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say it. Like New Yorkers, right?
You ever
Like
slap them in the head?
Hong Kongers. I deserve a slap in the head at least 5 times a day.
Sometimes I say stuff back to you that I think that's
Like
that's where I take it.
When
Every time you
tax
say
a line-
something like that, I go, yes, I get currency later to say something ignorant on my part. We keep forgiving each other.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Hong Kongers? That should be a thing, right?
Like,
It's fucking Hong Kongers.
It feels weird saying it.
It should be a thing, right? It's like New York.
But it's too much. It's too much to change the whole lexicon. You know, just say Chinese.
Just let
you
us. I
know,
need you to get famous so we can coin that.
Hong Kongese.
Hong Kongers.
Hong Kongers.
Hongies.
I feel like
Honkies.
Dude,
maybe this
watch
is
it.
naive of me to think, but I feel like people who know me for after a while, they like it's almost. I don't know that I'm
What?
separated from the Chinese identity.
Yeah, you're not Chinese. You're commercial. You're pop.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, so
Pop
I'll sell out
Yeah.
a bit,
Yeah.
maybe.
As opposed to uncommercial.
You're brand new Asian.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that. That's
job.
actually the name of this episode.
Brand new Asian.
Brand new Asian.
You're naming the episodes now?
I do try to name the episodes, and one day I'll sit down and rewrite them. But you know what, Chrissy, I do it.
No, I like what it's called. You know, I like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because you do it every day.
Yeah, I do it every day.
That's
Okay.
the only thing that you wrote down? I thought you were writing a lot.
And I don't have a lot. Everything else, I don't want to hashtag. We talked about the fitness. We talked about
Jeffrey Epstein.
handicap. I
And
don't want
how-
to hashtag that.
How it's not so bad what Jeffrey Epstein did. It's,
I just finally got that off my chest.
It's all right to fuck 14-year-olds.
granted, there's a point
So
there.
annoying.
That's why the age of consent is so different in so many parts of the world, because there's like this varying thing. But that's a separate thing, because I think there's trafficking, right? That's the whole thing. Was like it was against their will.
I agree with you that biologically speaking, like there's a reason that 14-year-olds can have children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That human beings, you know, but now knowing what we know in today's modern society, you have to
It's
recognize
wrong.
that it's not right to be having sex.
But it's also not. You don't just say children
Should it be a-
constantly without ever naming their
They are
age.
children, though.
Those
They're-
are children.
they're-
Give their
You
age.
can say teens.
Give their age.
It's hotter that way.
Should it be seen as a case-by-case basis?
No.
I think the age should be listed right after you say children.
No, they're children.
'Cause I was having sex at 11. I started at 11. So
Yeah, and if you take a picture of that and put it on the internet today, it's child pornography.
11?
a picture, yeah.
11.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That you
Jesus
just, like,
Christ.
Yeah.
I'm from the Bronx.
If
Most
one-
the black guys start early. We start fucking.
When we
early.
hear, when we
Well, they're
hear
like
about a
little-
guy
like
who
pit
like
bulls.
has child pornography, we
goodness.
think that it's 6-year-old.
Where's your
We're like,
Lord?
you monster.
Yeah, Lord.
But really, they could have been like 17, and this guy, like, we think that he's such a monster, but really, it's like, sure, it's wrong, but like, it's not 6-year-olds. Like,
In
it's a huge
academia,
difference.
there are two different, like, pedophiles are people that like prepubescent children, and then there's another word for people who like postpubescent.
What's the other
But
one?
we've been ruining
whatever
that
that
by
one
just
is.
calling everybody a pedophile
But
as
why
soon
can't you
as.
just fuck a girl who's 18 and be fine?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
shit
Just
anyway, right?
have sex with an 18-year-old.
Well, naming somebody a monster just because they didn't
Not
know
a
that
type.
somebody was 17.
No, he fucking knew. He knew.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah,
but like all the people who are caught with child pornography, all this stuff. Is,
They-
Alright, that's
they-
whack.
I probably watched so much child pornography, and I don't even know. Like they
Well,
weren't
you ever got
children.
nude as a kid under 18, technically you are someone who's trafficking in child porn. If you were
What?
under 18 or sent a nude under 18 or got a nude from someone who's under 18 while even you were under 18, you were trafficking in child porn.
Yeah,
That's the law. That's the actual law.
So what? Does anybody in here even respect the law like that?
People get
Hell no. Fuck the law.
Dude,
Fuck the law.
Relax. I mean,
Depends on what
Relax,
law you're
it's
talking about.
child porn. All right,
Yeah.
download it.
I only like the
just
law.
Stop
Only like
being
the
a
law when
square.
it works to my favor. That's when you respect it. But yeah, that's a good law.
dude, I watch
That's a good
the
rule.
teen category all the time. I'm sure, like,
Yeah,
most
but the
of that is
teen
child
category
porn.
is different.
That's
That's
19.
yeah, that's barely
Yeah,
legal.
but like it's 18, 19. But I'm sure a lot of it is teenager. Like
No, like
younger
the
than
mainstream
18.
porn sites, those are legit.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you
girl, I
know.
know.
They say 18, 19.
Every so
they're
often
really
they get
25,
flagged.
right?
Some of them, a lot of them have their
She
braces still.
Yeah, she does. I know. Yeah, I know.
That's my thing. I like people with braces.
That's,
With what?
Okay.
No,
He said, okay, you backed away from
Wait,
it.
I got something for you.
no, I don't.
What?
What do you mean by that?
That girl that's living in my house.
First of all, I don't like. Did you
Yeah.
say girls? Are you talking to me?
The porn star chick.
Yeah,
Were you supposed to come this Saturday? What happened?
She has braces.
Oh, what the fuck is she doing? She's shooting a porn. All right, she's handling business. Good job. Come
Would
to
you
the-
really be comfortable at a podcast with a porn star?
I've had porn stars on here before. Slim does it a couple
Porn star
times.
doing fucking roast battles.
Yeah, they do roast battles. I've had
Slim?
strippers on here.
How
She hosts a mic. There's a porn star that hosts a mic.
how heavily
Yeah.
was Slim in the
I
business?
think he did like more than a few videos. You can find him online.
Really?
Yeah.
And he did gay or straight?
Okay.
Yeah, he did them with John.
What- who's
Jonathan
Slim?
did porn. So
Your
he looked like
friend?
a porn star. He just came from a porn
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, we went to. He's pretty funny too.
Oh, Jonathan?
Slim.
Slim?
No?
Slim's gotten strong,
You
man.
gotta be funny to fuck a guy in the ass on camera. you can't not be funny. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a
That's-
lot of
that's insane.
unfunny.
Because then
Okay, guys.
they need to fuck on camera more. Is that the point?
Yeah, you know how people take acting classes? Why don't you go fuck a guy in the ass? You just start.
Yeah, you'll get way funnier.
That'd be. Would
You're-
you have sex with a guy in his
No,
ass
no,
if it was
no,
gonna make you funnier?
no.
Really?
I don't know.
Usually the funniest.
I'm in a
No.
slump right now.
If it made you
They
super
got me out of the
funny-
slump.
No, I'll pass.
Oh yeah.
I think
Maybe.
I remember I took a class. I took this modeling school called Barbizon, and they made you kiss the same sex
And what'd
to
you say?
practice. And
What'd
I
you do?
cried. I remember crying. I was like, I don't want to do this.
Did you do it?
No, I think I did like a. I don't remember.
It's a big deal, man.
Nah, I was young. I was.
So right now you'd be cool with it.
I'd probably be more comfortable doing it as acting, but I'd still rather not because I feel like a fraud.
Can I tell you about my improv teacher? He
Yes.
is condescending. I guess, yeah. He literally
Condescending? What
sits
do you do?
down. We have this whole 10 people improv class of just people who want to be more, like, they're normal people. Like, and they
What's that?
want to
Is
just
that a
be
thing?
more uninhibited. Yeah. Anyways, like, the teacher sits down. He's like, I've never taught a 0 class anymore. I'm usually in 5s. And he sounds like he's an alcoholic gay guy, basically. And he's really condescending. Like, he hates teaching the class for 4 hours. Like, he hates it. He's just like, okay, that's a good... Like, he's getting paid to, like, make us play games.
It's a
What's
4-hour
wrong?
class.
Yeah, that's my.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Jesus.
So that's
How much
the
do you
only
get paid
thing
for
that
that?
matters.
That's like a retail shift.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Well, still, it doesn't
I wouldn't
mean
wanna
that
be
you,
there either,
it doesn't
4
mean that you have
hours.
to be, like,
What's up, man?
condescending and, like, sad the whole time. Have you guys done improv classes?
Yeah. It was a lot of fun with it. I really
It's
liked it.
Depends on the
fun,
teacher.
but
It's
I'm
supposed to be
always
fun, huh?
apologizing to the teacher for
We gotta
even
wrap this
being
up.
alive.
Anybody have any closing remarks? Something they want to say? Add?
Yeah, people act like I even think 8-year-olds are old enough. I think that's fine. Like, why are we even talking about anything? No, I'm kidding.
I think you got to be an attractive kid.
As long as you have a healthy
You know?
butt,
A healthy butt.
All right,
Yeah.
This is gonna go all the
I've said my piece.
Peter will.
This is all a joke. If this
You
is submitted
started
to
it.
evidence,
What if I just
this is
ended
all,
it right
these
there?
are all bits.
What if I just edited that part out?
man.
Thank you guys. Give it up for them one more time. Thank you for hanging out. This is fun. It's another episode of The People's. Tell them where they can find you.
KristyVera.com, Instagram, Kristy Vera. My address for the police officers is
What?
100 Delancey Street. The
Nice.
police officers who come to my house. FBI, I don't really know who.
Peter
for
Wong.
this, after you go through.
Downtown Manhattan.
Yeah.
Killing it.
I have a 3-bedroom
Killing
house all
it.
to myself.
3-bedroom, all to herself.
Who do you know?
Got roommates?
Who do you know?
She had a
My
great job.
father.
Dad?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's
Dad's got money, bitch.
Go ahead.
You didn't like admitting that.
You
did
know?
you? Peter Wong.
She has a father, not a
Not a dad.
not a dad. My father.
Go to my website, lolitaexpress.com. At Peter Wong Comedy.
Is that
Instagram.
a thing? Is that a?
That's the Jeffrey
really
Epstein
cool, yeah.
thing, man.
But is
Lolita
it-
Express.
I want.
Go check the website. Yeah, it's
that
really
website?
good.
Seen
It's
Lolita
really
the
good.
movie?
Yeah, no, vaguely. I don't
That's
know.
child porn. Like that's a 12-year-old
Well,
girl.
she's 15. Isn't she?
We gotta
Or the movie?
wrap this up. Thank you guys for hanging out. There's another episode of People's Mic. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J Peoples TV. We're here every day, Monday to Friday at Idle Shrunken Head. New mic started at Niagara. On Saturdays at 6. The podcast on Saturday is at 5. And we'll be back tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.
Nice.
The taxi driver, Jodie Foster, was like 12 years old. when that movie
She was young.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and she played a prostitute.
Dude, Elvis married a 14-year-old
Yeah.
when he was 24.
Well, Jimmy Page is notorious for having sex with 14-year-olds, and nobody cares about that.
But that's also in history too. So it's different.
Mila Kunis.
Put it in it.